That night he make a fire again. When the fire died off, he saw two blue flames standing up when the fire died. He never think nothing about it. He just watched them. It's funny to him. Real blue. And he sleep. And that night he dream again, the same man come to him. He got it news. This is what my people sent to you. You already see it in your fire. And don't forget it again. When he turned around, eagle flew away from him. Golden eagle. Next morning, and don't forget it, he digging where the blue flame standing. He dig out two coppers. They said as big as a fist, shiny. First time they saw a copper. Then he took them to his mother, showed to his mother. They told him, I found this by my dream. I dreamed that too, son. He tell his dream to his mother. I had the same dreaming. I'm dreaming too, son. How are we going to find it? So the mother said, we're going to go back to our village. No, mother, they're going to punish me. No, this is too big a thing you found. We're going to show to our people. So they went back to the village. The mother, he flattened on a rock, hit it with another rock. The way it's shaped, up today, they call them tina. In Tlingit, they call them tina. It's like this, the shape, when it's flattened. So they went back to the village. The mother stream, after what they find it, they digging. That's why those people in Tlingit, they call them Irkahakon. The people then digging the copper. Up today, Copper River, it's a big copper river. It won from the copper Sunday, was Jim McKinley. I meet him at the Hands Convention. Him and I dance with the Indian dance. And the word, this Hands Convention is pretty good. Sometimes the A&B convention just make a motion and second it and go like that. You don't know what's going on. But those Hands Convention, they speaking like I speak. Each camp, roll call. Sometimes a young man, they catch the word. What my coach said, I'll tell you a while ago, I'll never forget it yet. He don't have a meeting with us like we meet here. He take us to the ball ground. That's where he line us up, that's where he's speaking to us. And once he said, you will never forget what I was going to say. Don't quit school. If you do quit, you'll be sorry all your life. Whisper to my ear. I'm sorry all my life. It's not my fault. My father and mother don't let me go back to school. When I was speaking to junior high school, I tell the same thing. They said they like it. Don't quit school. You'll be sorry all your life. I am sorry all my life. Thank you for kindly children. Listen, my children, my grandchildren. Thank you very much for your kind listen.
This is just an announcement. The dance they're going to put on tonight it's not the kind that we do for aesthetic purpose, just to enjoy and to look at. These dances are educational dances. It has a deeper meaning. If you were a thinker sitting here, the dance would have told you, it will tell you what the thinking of these people are. But the fact that we have no time, all these other things have been put before the actual thing that they came here for, culture. Now, I'm only speaking the thoughts of the people whom you have invited. Since it's in that area, it's pretty hard to turn it like a very large stick. You try to put it in a little room, no way to turn it. That's the position they are in. But this we have to remember. Their performance is not for enjoyment. It's going to be put on for educational purpose.
Yeah. Now, what? Now, it's written on this piece of paper here. I just happened to look it through and then ask Mr. Johnson a few words which I couldn't understand. So he explained it to me why these words are on there. Where these dances came from. What you white people don't know it. Where that twist came from. Where that jitterbug came from. We got ours way before. Right now, if you can finish expenses, we're gonna put you away and we're gonna put you off where you can take a look at it. Where that dance, it came from. And those people that perform the dance and they're turned into a rock. That's the history of our Tlingit culture. That's how we learned the dance. The old rabble had invited people from different places. He invited into the cave. But when his sound is made, it's too bad. Land out, you don't see it. They really travel around nighttime, not too much in daytime. When he gets swims way off the shore, then when this rabble caught him as he's traveling, that animal dead. Blood runs out his mouth. Now, we're looking at a woman from southern side. Haida, Ekina, Astasaya, Ekina. She's among us. And those groups are living down there, they had something to do with the octopus. And no, that's theirs. I can't dig into it, but I know that story. But it's not in my place to dig into it. No, can't do it. That's where you white people getting stuck. Because you have just invited just a few of us, then you think you're gonna do what you feel, what is up here. That's where your mistake is. Now, I'm gonna come back to this dance here. The raven had his mother was dead, and he invited a group from different areas. He had put up a food, eggs, fish eggs, dried fish,
That's a two different kind of dry fish. And those dry fish still laying around among us. That's how we learned how to dance. And when he invited this group in some kind, don't know what kind of a boat, maybe fiberglass skiff, maybe sailing boat, maybe a big yacht, maybe a steamer, a shoreboat running back and forth to bring these people into the shore. But who knows? But the story, the history of this old raven was written and told him written in here of this old man. Time and time it takes till night to complete this story. Now, when he invited, he had some words. We used it up in a Canadian side, Carcross. My brother up in Haynes, Austin Herman, I helped him out. We have used it, that's a word that is, it's happened in that year. You have to guess that word. If you guess that word, you're gonna get $10, maybe more, just to guess this word. Then it comes, these people will say, "Whey, we got to breathe perfect." See, that's where it came from. That's what we dig into at that time. That's where it came from, Rebel. Now, it says on here from 9 o'clock to noon time to discuss this here. You want me to tell you the whole story? It's going to take you all day. You're going to sit in there pretty soon. We've been nobody in here to complete this history in our culture. That's where our culture came in. Now, we have done a lot of things. We have picked up a lot of things. Going into that direction, inviting the people, and his wife got pretty scared. We're going to swamp. We're going to swamp. We got too much dried fish aboard. Let's take some out. Finally, Rebel got tired of it. Okay, well, got some mad. He pulled up maybe a canoe, maybe just a flat bottom skiff, but he pulled it up and got a hold of these bundles of these dried fish and stacked it up on the cliff. Those fish is still in there today. But if we tell you, somebody else is going to get away with it, which you will never see it again. This is what's going on. We didn't like that. So we're going to keep this in secret. But you will see it on the picture, piece of paper, and it will come out on a book. You would read about it. And you would read about it, and you would see it, what we're telling the story, what we're telling the history about it. You would see it in the book. I hope this Andrew and Size or other ones, we're going to let them have it so they can put it in the book. Where you're going to read about it, what we talk and what is our culture is what is our history was started. You're going to read about it. And the dance we talking about, that's where the dance came. I'm going to come back to this again. That's where the dance came from. It doesn't come out just like this jitterbug. No. It doesn't come out like this tooth was making it. No. That's way back when the earth was created for the Tlingit in this southeast of Alaska was created for them, and this is created for them. That's how we make a living. This month is important to us. It came besides this. Now we dig into it. Little bit. Just a little bit. No, maybe just maybe there Mr. Davis going off his head. Yeah, it happened. Sitting in here twice about it. I went after my head. But I'll get myself together. Now we got some man among us, Mr. Jim McKinley. He's got something to say. And how he knows his dancing, where it came from. It doesn't, all these dance doesn't come from the white people. No. It don't came from China, it don't came from Japanese. It is right here. Came from it. We born up here and we dying with it. Our grandfathers had been using it. And when they die up here, when they're born up here, and when they raise up here, and they get married up here, they children that's born up here, they raised it. When they come to the age, they died with full set of teeth and used the earth again. They buried it. Now, why? What are we going to use? There's a lot of ceremonies. All different kinds. You got to go through it. You got to be trained for it. It's not so easy. Oh no, you white people look in this and it's on the page of this. But among us, this Charlie, he knows what I'm talking about. It's preached in here. Day after day, day after day. What I'm talking about, I know he know what I'm talking about. He's not stuck. All right. Now, the old Rabel have done a lot of things when he created a human being in this Alaska. But he has put these things in a seed where our people, when they begin to bleed, and that's how we're going to live. He created everything for us. That's how we live this southeast of Alaska, through 12 months out of the 1 year. All right. Now, what is it? What is your week when I use? What is your, who died in you? There's a ceremony connected to this. It is a woman, it is a man, a young man, but this here we can't dig into it, can't do it. Oh, there's strong rules about it. We just can't dig into that. Can't be done. All right. In the olden days, when you this year, I'm going to change into my in our Tlingit language. Adakuna is Adosaya is in get Kakni Haya City. You and a Hachat like a honker. Kakni, Tassis is Aqua. Kakni. Achaya City. Basashka to the Hequa. Yakakni house here. Easy cooker. Yata Yakson is Hosico. Yata you that went by because we never used this. It's already forgot it went down, but we're still hanging on. Yeah, can to Shakite, what's a Yakahisatin? How you gonna see it? You're gonna see it. I got to Shakitni. You'll catch on. Can't go on, you put that. Oh, yeah, the cock was the cut cow to Koyak was it that Jayat Koya Dexity, therefore, was a jet die of cotton. Go Naxayat go there. I put Tangi. puts it here, diamond goo, yak, one exawaya, yaksan, it in our yakana. That's a quite yet. You haven't seen this dance yet, and you haven't heard this sound yet. Masakatatik, not Kawayan. Of Siku. Kawaya could hoaki, chinak. Kawaya could hoaki. Yata Kawaya, Hadakaya Kushusike. We understood. Yeah, you got Tanka Adaka the Chikitia. At Ushuk, you got Tanka to Tin. Schetsna Isayata, the Kakisate. Don't put any words into this here. It is what we're gonna do. Where this came from, where you pointed your finger to us, where that Indian coming, where did he came? That's what that means. Don't you ever do that next time again. If you want to call us, if you want to learn the Tlingit culture and the history, go ahead, come out with it in the proper way, in the right channel, so we can get going. But right now you have took everything. You will fall the timber. Sometimes a hand up, get in the bank. And those people had a platform and talked to us. They fall that timber and they got it stuck up there. They could not put it some more on there, which is they can't get it done. They'll be stuck with it without us, without Tlingit. Without Tlingit, it's too bad. If you would have had next time, you better change the program. Let the poor Indian express his feelings and come out with it and tell the history to the peace and use the proper words. But don't hurt us. You're hurting us. We know this. It's been taught to us by our great grandfathers. My grandfathers, this bone sticked out and the knee sticked out. Word out, just the bones. How old he was, you think? He died 1915. That's the man I had listened to him. He died 1915. I'm sorry when he died. Oh, I don't feel good right now. I begin to think of it. Now, this man, it went way back in the century, pretty close to the century. He have known everything, but he passed it on to us in Yangon. We lost the one last uncle I had in Yangon last spring. He died. Last one. No more. No more uncle for me in Yangon. But I feel proud. They have whipped me and they trailed me beside my grandfather. This is what you want to learn. Now, why don't you let us have and call us a place where we can talk and pass it on, where we'll get together. Instead of burying us down here, keep that Indian down. Don't let him get on his feet. Keep him down. Let him die just the way he is. We'll get everything ourselves. You think it's good? We're seeing it. We hear it. Now, if you were to look at this clean way and forget discrimination, forget look down on the human being, the created of that human being came from the above. So he has to live on this land with his culture and with all of his civilization had been lived on. Now, this dance here, a lot of ways. There's a peace dance. There's lots of these ceremonies affected to the dead. How you gonna turn out if you become to a teacher to teach the Tlingit culture into the school? Where you gonna dig? Where did you gonna dig? How you gonna tell this ceremony is like this? Maybe it's been picked up in tape recorder. How you gonna make it? Now, in order to have it in among us, and we got some man way we can help him, Andrew Johnson and Cy Peck, then I forgot his name, at the secretary we got. What's his name? Walter Williams and Henry Davis and Dr. Sobolov. Sure, we're going to help them. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll help them. We're going to back them up because they think it just as well as us. And they will get, and they're not going to make no mistake. It's lots of stories been written in, but we told them by the time they get through with this story, it's different way, I think, maybe. When you're telling the history, you don't use this word. Maybe, I think. Oh, no. You stay out of the history if you're going to talk about history. Here's what's been told to us. And we have to come here free with it. But no, you don't accept our offer. You don't. But you want us to listen to that educated doctor. But he only don't have any educated, not even 1/8 of an inch of the Tlingit culture, and all the Tlingit how these things was made, everything. We still remember it. We can make it. But how are you going to start it? Now we should have it. Look among us. We got some education, went through the college. If we want to drag it away from us through these ages, those are the ones each town is dancing and songs and all these things. I understood this. My father's nephew, he says, when we put this black stuff in our face, we can talk, we can use that. Can be done. No. Why? Because it was affected to the dead. That's how we can use it. But we could use the other kind, dance with it, just the songs. But sometimes we made a song. Who did we? About some people, maybe about Jim McKinley, and we're going to sing the song. It will affect Harry, how we feel about it. Kind of love song. Make him feel good. Make him feel good. There's some songs we got, but those are the ones you seeing it all the time. But we come back to the death in the West was affected in our way back in our old history, which I never see of it. It was made, this I called it, Kakni. Atta adulech, I'm going to change it again. Atta adulech, yatkwa. You shall, you hakat shall, it's a teakot canal, check kak. Kegach to scan, what's a chahudo, what do they? You shall call us telti the posier, has another was a quiet, has ya kashitso, hashasak that do. Kachnichawas was it, was could get on us at least. This is what we lost it already. Could it tell you to you share a cut kekan to scanna? Could it tell what's a cut over now? Are you shit to she? Over now to she? Kade kugi. Yeah. There you do go. See, go hard at it. Got his yoke there. Tell there, put in the gear that they could get that. Who cut tape recorder, cut koyek, what tape. Yeah, you forward. Now I'm going to see if you can understand my broken language. I have worked on this project, as you call it, for the benefit of our younger children, which is they got lost, they think it culture. This is what you say. Who are the children? Those children we got here, they don't care. Oh, we dance or that's it. They go away, they forget about it. Who are the children? You white people are the children. We try to tell you, but you don't accept it. The education you got is plenty, but you don't got ours. It's too bad. Oh, it's too bad. All right. Now, all this year, at what you had it, if you were to use the right word, I wouldn't take that much time. No, I wouldn't take it. I would just have to say a few words where this dance and culture came, where it came from. I'll tell you one more story. When I get started, you're going to sit there 10 hours. There's no end to it. Old crew was going out in the open coast, big swells. And he met the other one. They called it canoe. And they meet. How long you been living? They ask each other. How long you been living? Cook. Chukatka. Ha, weko wai ko tsaki tsite.
Chutai to ko tak chutak.
Ha. Hinga. Wa sakuna da kaktinika. At koene. One is a kakana who yes. He overpowered this other person. Oh, you're the one that's been living a long time. He pushed it away. And he put on his hat. Fog. It began to fog in. It began to fog in, which he couldn't see 10 feet. Both they were sitting in there was a canoe, a raft, they don't know what it was. But anyway, this is the way forward. Because maybe outboard or outboard, maybe 100 horse in it, fiberglass. But this is the way it was told. In this time after time, generation to generation. So he had, oh, you're the one that's living long. And he put out his hands. And we can set in pretty soon You the one is living way ahead of me. Pretty soon his voice begin to rattle. You the one, he's ready to cry. And hear this, hey buddy, you put it this way. Stopped, took off his hat. That's how we wearing these helmets with different designs, huh? Where this came from, where it came from. That's how we made that. That was designed by the Raven, the other one. Now, lots of story to it. Might be somebody else might say a few words, maybe you, Charlie, because I saw your name on there. We should give a chance to Jim McKinley. Jim?
I can't say very much now. My speech is all he got it, I just can't. You see, I come from them, see. I can't nobody to to say very much. My dancing, I got no dancing in Copper River of my own, see. It's come from all them peoples. So that I can't very much to say that about dancing. Already he's just put up on that right here, see. And we come from they're first separated. It was Copper River, he said, down to. We all together, we coming the third time. We come together in the Cordova someplace, Yakitat or Yakitat or Tatitluk, what they call Elmo. That's why we separated last time, see. And then we go up one time, he just then falls half going back, see. From there on, half going back to this country. And the way they want to go up, and our forefathers or our grandfathers are going up to the Copper River. And we call Lutis Nilzizi. That means dance, what he's talking about. We had one little things that we can dancing down on the one big things, this log mountain. You just want to dancing down that time when we left them people. I think that's the love song, I think, something like that. That half was just went down like that. He dancing for night and day there, on that place there was just about the side about 15, 20 miles from Chittenden. That's why is there still there. I think, I see that place and I don't believe it. And then I coming down there, see that place. It was level just like that on that mountain a little bit, Maybe that's the proof by the dancing on that place there. And then we keep up going to the Copper River, see. And then we can get up Turrell, and then we can get up at Tazlina, Copper Center. We can get there a bunch, And then we get slave right there, Slave from the other people. And we buddy in the other people. We slave there. Then our eagle come up from the up in the air places. I don't know how this story come from. And then he see us where we was asleep down there. And then they coming down to us, he make us free. This is Raven. This is our tribe, Raven. This is me, Raven. Raven, you can see that. All over you can see out there when you're flying like that, you see, he make me think about it, and Heinz convention. Me and Walter, my brothers, walked together like that. It jumped right in front of us right there in the A&B convention. And I told Heinz, I told him, look at that ribbons, He told us to see cannot see this ribbon, I tell him. So that's what he did to us in Heinz. So we free after that, then we're going up. Our lake name was Tazlina Lake. That's why we bunched it up there. We bunched it up there, and when we left from here, we bunched it up there, and we make a fish trap, or lots of different things we can make it. So learning, that's what the grandpa tell us. We're learning lots of things. We can see from here we still got that thing with us all the way up what we learned on the other people. We call Alsatnai, Alsatnai means it come from the other people. Come from it way back, wolf, they what they call wolf people. That's why we met them. And then we met there, and then we stayed there in Tasman Lake from we are tribe here. We left there and stayed there, and maybe about 5 or 10 years, I guess. So pretty soon we got in with loon, Loons, it's something that, ingi we call it, ingi, something that we don't touch that loon, up in the air. So we butt in that one so we can play with that. The people are playing with that, it's starving coming. It's starvation coming. And then we are free again, we come back again. Then as our grandmothers, it went down to the Mednuska River, went down there, and then he was getting down to the Eklutna. That's why our grandmother get married again, which were 4 grandmothers, not this grandmothers, but 4 grandmothers. They married right there, and they make children again, right there, And there was 2 little kids was playing around in the ocean there, in channel there, right there, And that ice was broken with it. Two little girls were standing broken in and tight with going down with them. I didn't see how they don't come back, but he's going down, that float down with the ice. So down to Tayanik, he sees something that floating down with some black stuff right on top there. So, right on top, and he sees that 2 little girls were in there, floating down, Oh, there they got canoe there and bring in that. I didn't see that's not too far from the Kluta. I don't know how they don't go. They don't bring back. So they reached that little kid, adopted. I guess they reached in that Tayanik right there, and then that when he got raised, then he get married. Them 2 little girls get married, and they got children again. Then he went down to the King Salmon, went down to the Eliana Lake, went down to the Bether. It just split, just split. You just would keep on, see. That's how that ravens getting pretty high, pretty high all over. You can see you met ravens are everywhere in Alaska, any place. You see, that's the way they're down low Yukon up to the Dawson from on up. That's all wolf, or that's that night, That's what you met them. Then we come back, all the race like that. We come back to in Copper area again. See, Mentastor, what do you call it? Mentastor. We come back there, and have big man there. We call a big shot there. And then they then right in the Copper again. That man is coming from the way down to the Mento, someplace. That big fellas. So he married again. Then we got Copper again. We connection again at Copper Sunday again. We connection. Just go around like that. We connection again. See? You see, we are Tlingit. That's what we are. See. This today, we are close at the Copper River. Their grandpa tell us that we are Tlingit. You see more at our culture or our race, all these things as just about same at the Tlingit. See. You see, that's why that we don't. We're glad to see, when we see someplace, we're glad to see them. That's what it is. See. And then we believe a God. I don't know how we believe it. That's way back to before grandfathers. They tell us you kneel down, and I don't know how, they star or something, they believe it. They believe it on this one. That's another thing. So all over you can see that. I ask a question in a different place I've been. I ask question how we believe it. From star, something made it, worlds, all kinds. You know, we don't know how they come from here. We don't know about it. See, that's another thing. Now this time we had it by educated, they tell us now. But we got words going to be wrong. Well, I believe that now, see. From white men, see, I believe that. Now, they believe the star. You see that dipper star up there, you know. We believe that. And then when the fall coming, it's moving a little bit, moving all the way around. You can see, I think, some of the Tlingit, I think they know too, I think so. And they're moving. When we get 60 below, its tail can't be bent. Then we know it's cool coming, see, inside, see. We know that cool's be here. And that's we believe it that one, and the star up there, you know, where as he moving, as he doing. That's what we believe it. And then we believe it a bear, brown bear. We don't, Ngi we call it, Ngi. It means we don't talking about brown bear. It's something that he can spread, or between that he can hear. That's what Grandpa tell us. He can hear. When you're talking about bear, and sometime he's going to get you. He's going to get you. Well, how I believe that today? One guy was a white man, you know. I worked with him. I was a road man, you know. I was worked for 25 years with a road, you know, the Alaska Road Commission. That's how I talk language pretty good. I learn, you know. But my teeth now is out. Now some days you can't understand me, I think. So that man, he talk about bear, you know. Well, I believe it, see. Well, how the four grandfathers to tell us. And then I believe that man, you know, he talk about, oh, this bear nothing. This bear is nothing. Oh, this is like that, you know. But this year, right now, we don't talk about it. See. We don't say about bear. He's hibernated now, you know. And he dream and spread. He dream. He can hear something, you know. That's what we believe it. So that man, you know, that man, it's 1940. What does he talk? I told him, it's no use you bothering. He don't bother you. Why you bother that bear? I tell him, you know. Lots of times I see, he's my friend, you know. And then he said, oh, that's all right. It's nothing, you know. I got big 30-40, big 30-6, and I can knock him down just like that, you know. He tell me that. Oh, sometime maybe he got you, I tell you. That thing's so bad, I tell you. So that man, you know, I believe it. That's how that, you know, he got a friend down the river a little way. About a mile he got a friend, that man, you know. That's a white man. And he went down, one day, he went down to his conference. Summertime with fishing coming, you know. He went down to get his family. Right there, he met bear, you know. He met there. You know what he did to him? He didn't hurt him very much, though. He just put that skull out right here, like that, you know. And then he got one bite here. And then his face was just, you just can't see by that time, you know. I was there that time, see. I work in the crossway, and I've been. She's my friend, see. See that, that's how I believe it, what the bear is today. I believe it. This thing that our grandfathers, our grandmother told us, when that's year right now, you don't talk to them. You don't say anything about it. That's what they tell us. Now that's the one we believe it. We believe that, see. And another one, potlatch. We had doing lots of potlatch, you see. And then this thing, you know, when our brothers, our anchor, our relative, when we had a potlatch that time, see. And then, sorry, that man, why we do that, I don't know. This one, I wouldn't tell you that. Why we do that, you know. I against that myself too, but just 4 grandfathers can do that, but we just can't quit that thing. We quit just about 20 years, I think. We down in copper on that thing. Now they come out, you know, they come out just like that. So you see how they come out in that padlock. You see, this is our culture all the way through from when we left, from this our brothers and people here, we do this, you know. Then we can, in copper, we just come sight like that, you know, since we left. So we come back today, we're glad, every one of it, you here in this place, we can see that, you know, what you done. Fish is our really thing for fish. You know. Fish, we dry, make bones, or we make 3-5 different ways we make it. Sometimes we make our little hole, we make about 2-3 days down there in fish hat, you know, with the things. It's a wonderful, that the tea's nice, you know, for us, you know. Now so that young school kid, all they crazy for that, you know. That's the one, see. That, we make them learn back, we try to make them learn back on that thing, see. And then we dance in that what we're talking about right now. I just can't, I got no dance, you know. You see, where I say, you know, that's why I didn't say right dance, see. That my brother, he said already, see, where he come from, where that come from, that dance. It's a dance, is a very thing, you know. It's a very history. We don't know where they come from, you know. We can go up at here. Now, that's right now where we say we're going up there, we're going up with that thing to meet then the wolf or that now, you know. We met with them and up in Yukon, see, that time, what I tell you now, see. You see, that's the way we go. I got no dance, and I got full, you know. Oh, hey, oh, hey, that's that song, see. It's all full in copper of it. The old style is like learning back, see. You see, we got learning back, you know. That's the way we're going to do, see. Now, I hear, it's no leaders in copper right now, see. You see, they appoint me to coming down here. I was the leaders in our village in Copper Center by Indian way. It's our tradition, what they call it. That's the way I in there. That's why they send me down here and to meet my brother again, see. You see that, it's wonderful. I don't want to hold you too much. It's just what we believe today, see, or I believe it, and I can't say very much to our brothers here, and I learned from them again, see. You see, we had a Slockton we call in Juneau, Slockton. That's what we call it. I guess you know that place. I guess I don't know where you call that place. We call Slockton, we call in Juneau. That's where our grandfather come from. Our grandmothers, 4 grandmothers, way back, see. That's where we come from. We split, some way we split it. That's why we on copper over, see. And then when they come from, 3 times they met together again, see, 3 times. And the one, now it's not the one I tell you, but Harry Brimmer. He's the last one that, his grandmother, the last one that we separate up into Lahina. It's Chitna. You heard about Spirit Mountain. You heard about that. It's called a Snuckneel. Snuckneel we call that. That's right in Turrell. You see, that's where the brother come from. Again, see, he go down to Yakutat. You see, this the story I like to know. Okay, I like to see that story. We were bunches at Turrell, you know. Again, see, that's the last time we separate. That's the last time. Then we're still one in here, and Harry Brimmer. So we that chief was married two sisters. Two sisters he married, and he's left at Turrell. Then he went up to Lahina. We call, Indian called Kelachten. That's a lot of fish in there too, you know. They make a big thing. That chief we stayed there. Okay, they make seed spoon. When the seed spoon, they make nice seed spoon, you know, nice looking seed spoon. Okay, that the youngest one he liked, the youngest one liked that. You see, two sisters they married. You get me, I think. Two sisters. The one that chief, you know. That chief he make seed spoon. He make pretty, nice, you know. And then finally he gave it at the oldest one. He gave that spoon as the oldest one. He can present that as his wife, see. Well, we understand that about 10, 15 days he never talked to his husband, that youngest one, see. He never talked, he don't know why, and he don't know nothing. He don't know what, you know. Finally he left. That woman left, he go down to Tana. Bremer, what do you call it? Bremer. I think that's why he get called that, I think, Harry. He goes through there. Tana. And then he going to cross that glacier in Yakutat. He's coming in Yakutat, right there, that woman, see. And then she married again. I heard he got 5 girls. He got that woman, I heard, you know. Then split it around in this area, right, in Haines and stuff like that, all the way through, see. And then again, we in Copper, he split it around here again, see. You see, that's the way we come from. That's the way we do. I think that's enough. I can talk to you all peoples. I thank you again to all what this wonderful things, that convention that I see today, that I will talk with them, our own peoples, and I get educated from you again. And I see that whatever you talk about it, and I will just tell them about up there. See. Thank you very much.